He wanted me to film because I'm filming me being surprised. So, I don't know.
Good morning, everyone. Look, it's Jessica, the beautiful Jessica Ballinger. We are about to do Jessica's birthday surprise. She doesn't know what we're doing today.
Mystery.
But I have planned it and kept it a secret, and so have the kids, which I'm very proud of the kids for that, because usually...
I cannot believe Parker hasn't said it.
Right.
He's come very close, and I can't believe he hasn't.
I think part of the way Parker kept the secret is that he forgot what the secret was for a while, and that was helpful. But today, Jessica's gonna find out what her secret. What do you think your secret is?
Okay, so Christopher told me to get dressed as if we were going on a hike, which would never happen on my birthday. So I think it's not a hike, and I think he was trying to throw me off.
I said, wear clothes that you wouldn't mind getting dirty, like if we went on a hike.
Yeah.
So, it was a simile.
So I was kind of thinking like maybe something to do with painting, or I don't know. When he said hike, I was like, if movement is involved, and maybe like an escape room, but I don't know about dirty. Clay, maybe pottery. Well, I keep going to like sitting down art activities. And also I know it's not food related, because I would be guessing food things, but he keeps like anxiously talking about like maybe something trying to eat right beforehand.
Maybe we get a little snack.
Yeah, so clearly we're not like going to an unlimited buffet that I could win.
That would have been good too.
Because you wouldn't put food in me.
That would have been good too. Well, maybe next year.
You kept the whole thing a mystery.
Okay, well, anyway, we're gonna go do it. We're gonna go do the thing, and we want you to join us, so welcome to Jessica's birthday surprise.
Ooh, okay, Christopher says we're almost at this hiking location for our hike. I have no idea what we're doing, but we have to be there at 1:30. He wanted me to film, because I'm filming me being surprised. So, I don't know. So far there are houses.
I hope I remember how to get there.
I hope you get lost.
That would be embarrassing. Took us to like the wrong place.
He's going into like residential zone, I think. It's getting it's getting more and more hikey of a location. Maybe we're going into a creek. I like creeks. Somebody's moving. They've got a pods. Did you get me a house?
No, I did not get you a house.
Dang it. We are open. Oh, that's a place. This is an art place. I bet I'm right about art. We are open, and it looks like very artistic.
Do I park here? Is this like a thing? Do I park here?
I don't know where we are, because remember what we do. He's asking me where to park. I don't know what this is.
All right.
It's like a house, but it looks like an artsy house.
We're here.
Are we doing pottery?
You guessed it already. She hadn't guessed all, like the whole time that I had this surprise going. I have set this up a long time ago. Yes. But yes, I found a place where they do pottery, and they have potter's wheels and fun things like that. And I'm gonna do it with you. Yeah. So we get to do it together, which we've never done before. So that's what this is.
This will be
a pottery date.
This is really fun. This is really fun, but also, just so you know, he didn't give me any clues, and I didn't ask for any clues. And then he gave me one clue, which was hiking. And that's obviously why I guessed pottery.
Anyway, here we are.
I'm sorry, I'm such a good guesser at things.
It's 2 classes. Yes. The first class, they're considered drop-in classes, but I scheduled them ahead of time.
Okay, smart.
So basically what it is today we'll be making pottery, and we'll make like 2 or 3 pieces each, and then they'll kiln it. I don't think that's the verb that you use. They'll fire it in the kiln. Yes. And then we come back and we do our glazing, and then they fire it again. Oh. Because that's how glaze works. If you like it, and this is a place you want to come back to, they do have like a weekly class sort of thing that I can also do for you, but I wanted to do this as a date where it's just you and me, and then if you want to come back and do it as like a formal, like this is the place where you go do your pottery, I might have found a place for you to do pottery, because you used to do pottery and you loved it.
Okay, I do. I love pottery.
So that's it. That's what that's your surprise for your birthday. Happy birthday.
Can the kids do in the future? How are they?
These ones are called adult classes, but they do have kids classes here also. So
that's so fun.
Yeah, I looked into it. I did my research.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yay.
put on my pants.
I got some on my pants.
All right, we finished, and I had a lot of fun. So happy birthday to me.
Good, somebody's got to get you a present.
You got me an awesome present. What are you talking about? What did you think? Was that okay? Was that good?
It was great.
Yes.
Thank you. What a cool thing. I used to do pottery when Bailey was like a brand new baby. It was like my time to go be myself. Like one evening a week, Christopher would watch like teeny tiny baby Bailey.
I got to feed her bottles then.
Yeah.
I don't normally get to feed her bottles, but I get like, you'd pump and then go off and
It'd be wild.
And you'd throw the clay.
Yeah.
Meet new people.
I haven't done it since then, and I really loved it when I used to do that. So this was really, really cool, really special, and I'm so glad it's like even better because we got to do it together.
Yeah, that was super cool. Uh-oh. My car's telling us enough chit chat, time to go. How many things did you make? I
think I made 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I made around 4. She was a lot quicker than me. She was just like, here's the thing, I just made it. And I was like,
Yours are really cool. You did incredible. I think it took me like 6 months to get anywhere near what you did today, like first try.
Wow.
So yours were pretty amazing. She's a great teacher.
Yeah.
It was really great.
I made a cup and 3 bowls. And I'm excited to drink coffee out of my cup.
You'll be surprised. They shrink.
What?
I know. It'll be like this
big.
I'll
have espresso.
Yeah,
a little espresso.
Yeah. It's perfect for that.
Perfect. Hey, it is 2 weeks later, and guess what?
It's still my birthday.
It's still Jessica's birthday. We're gonna go glaze our pieces now. They're called pieces.
Okay. Mine wasn't called a piece.
Yours isn't called a piece?
Mine are cups and bowls.
Pieces.
And pottery.
Pottery pieces.
Okay.
That way, if it breaks, it's still a thing. Still pieces.
Solid point. All right. He's making a prediction about my works of art.
What? No. No, it's certainly not about yours. Anyway, we paint them.
Was a star student, by the way, 2 weeks ago. Like the teacher was shook. She was like, "Are you an artist?"
She didn't do that. She didn't do that. No, we just had fun with it, and we made pieces. Art pieces. Jessica, I thought, was the star student. She had to come and like fix mine a bunch of times. She didn't fix yours. Yours were like...
No, she fixed mine a lot.
Jessica was like...
I didn't think she fixed yours ever.
Here's a bowl.
She fixed mine a lot.
Here's an elegant vase.
We shall see. We'll see what they look like today.
I know. The mystery.
Yes. So I'm removing any dust and debris from the pieces before we glaze it, because anywhere there's dust, the glaze will sort of not stick to it all and cause problems with the glazing. Ooh, can't wait to see how that turns out. This is another mystery. Here's our... We're gonna transform into beautiful butterflies.
All right, we are all done with our glazing, and I thought glazing was gonna be like with a paintbrush, but there's very little paintbrushing.
Yeah, you paint it if you're doing the knot on the wheel stuff.
Got it. But it was cool. It was fun. I feel like it's a mystery. I feel like I'm going to see those pieces later and not recognize them and be like, who are you?
That's 100% true.
Yeah.
It won't look anything like what you're expecting.
All right.
I don't think.
That's kind of exciting in a way. So yeah, let's see how they look. Okay, it is 1 week later and our pieces are ready. So we're going to go pick them up, and we're picking them up with all these children in the car, including the bonus child. this one.
I can't believe
It's so nice we can talk about it in the vlog now. I haven't been able to yet, but hey, Jessica's pregnant. How about that?
Yay, yay, yay!
Yay. And she's been pregnant this whole time that we've been making these pieces. The whole time we've been doing pottery, she's been having the pregs.
And I knew.
And you knew. Well, did he know during your birthday? Yeah, he did. During the first time?
He did right after.
Yeah, I think the first time we went, right after we went, we told the kids because my parents were watching the kids and we didn't want them to spill the beans to my parents.
Yeah, they were like, if we tell them before we leave,
they might tell mom and dad before we get a chance to all together.
Like, we can't leave them alone with Tim and Gwen for 5 hours right after they find out that they're having a new baby.
So we told them right after the first time that we went to do pottery. Anyway, we're going right now and we get to see our pieces today, our finished pieces.
Yay.
Our finished bowls and cups.
I'm excited. You never know how the colors are going to turn out, I think.
Apparently that's how it is. I've never done it before, so I'm excited to see it.
This is the kind of thing you need, where it's like an element, because Christopher's such an artist and he has so much control over like so much of his artistic work, I feel, that this one's wild because you can work so hard and be like a perfectionist all the way up till the end, and then you like dip it in glaze and you're like, well, let's see how that turns out.
Actually,
like, you don't know.
This whole process, like one of the first things the teacher said to us, the instructor, was, so you kind of just want to go with it and like go with the flow of it, and if you try and be a perfectionist, it doesn't work. And I really took that in, and my bowls and stuff are not the way that I imagined them in my head when I first started, but I kind of let them become what they were, and I like them.
You did an amazing job.
So
incredible work.
Sometimes you just gotta let go, I guess.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Maybe I messed them up with that glaze. They turned out so cool, I think. This one's yours.
Really neat. This is mine. I really like this one. This is a color combo that I really like. So it's like that, and then
pretty?
The sides.
I love it. It's like metallic almost. Like,
yeah, it's like
this cool shimmer to it.
Like a turquoise with greens and browns and yellows. I just think this is so pretty.
This is one of my bowls. It's very sunsetty, I think. I don't think it was supposed to be drippy, but it turned out drippy.
Oh, I love a drip. So this is like a cup thing that I have. It's like almost too big for an actual cup, but it would hold things. I don't know. But I really like the inside. So to me, it almost looks like leaves, and I like the inside better than the outside.
And then I did this one. It's just a blue bowl. It'd be good to like feed an animal in, maybe. Like an animal feed bowl.
Yes.
Like a chicken or a bunny or something.
And then I made a lot of like cups that that are like a little too big for the hand, but don't have a handle. So I don't know what was up with that. This looks like this on the inside, and like that. And I like the color combo of this one too.
And then this is one of my bowls. It kind of has the same, is this the same combo as what you did?
Yeah, I think so.
It's got this cool like greenish blue on the inside, and then is it cappuccino on the outside?
Cappuccino, yeah. I really like that, so I think I talked you into doing that.
That's really pretty.
And then we also have another matchy one over here with this little bowl. This matches your animal dish.
Yes,
so,
but I
so the
feel
animals
like
can have an animal bowl and an animal dish. And we could do Alice and Tulip would have their own matching little bowl set.
And this is my last one. It was made with a different kind of clay that has like speckles in it. Like the clay itself had more.
Can I feel that?
Yeah.
It feels like a good cup. Like that's the
I like
right
it.
size.
It's like, it's a good size, I think.
Nice. And then I have, this is my last bowl that I can tell. So this is my last bowl. It's got a really nice shape. And then the outside's like really matte with some shine to it, which is neat. And then the inside's really pretty. I really like that. I love that when the pottery has the like drippy looks and very interesting, unique patterns that they create just through the process. So,
well,
happy birthday.
This is your birthday present.
Celebrate.
I made you make your own birthday present this year. And I hope you had fun.
Well, you've certainly given me ideas for your birthday party for next year.
Oh, we're doing some pottery, a pottery party?
No, just you'll make your own.
Oh, I'll just make my own. Just make my own gift. What did you guys think of the clay studio?
It was really cool.
Really cool. And would you like to do it someday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday. I love you.
I love you too, sweetie. It was perfect. Perfect present.